Welcome to the 62B District Court. This is Judge Kelly. Please pay attention to the monitor in front of you or read the advice or rights form which you have been given. You will be asked to answer certain questions. You have been brought to court on a criminal offense. Before the court asks you how you wish to plead, the court will advise you of the charge you're facing, the penalties you're facing, and your rights. At this time, the court will advise you of your rights. You have been brought to court on a misdemeanor charge. You have the right to plead guilty, plead not guilty, stand mute. If you stand mute, a plea of not guilty will be entered. Or you may plead no contest with the permission of the court. This is similar to a guilty plea and is reserved for special circumstances. You have the right to have a trial by judge. Or you have the right to have a trial by a jury of 6 people from the city of Kentwood. You have the right to the assistance of an attorney. You have the right to an attorney appointed at public expense. If you are indigent, that is without money to hire an attorney, and if the offense charged requires a minimum jail sentence, or the court determines that it might sentence you to jail, you may have to repay the expenses of a court-appointed attorney. Do you wish to have an attorney? If you have a trial, you have the right to call witnesses to speak for your trial. You may get an order signed by the court to require witnesses to come to court. This is called a subpoena. If you have a trial, you have the right to see, hear, and question all the witnesses against you at a trial. This is called cross-examination. If you have a trial, you have the right to be a witness for yourself or to remain silent. If you choose not to be a witness on your own behalf, the prosecuting official may not comment on your refusal to testify. This is called the right to remain silent. If you have a trial, you have the right to be presumed innocent until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. If you plead guilty or no contest, and your plea is accepted, you will not have a trial of any kind, and you'll give up the rights to subpoena witnesses, to cross-examine witnesses, to testify, to remain silent, to be presumed innocent until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. You have the right to be released on bond. If you are now on probation or parole, and you enter a plea of guilty or no contest, or a finding of guilt is made by a judge or a jury, it may result in a violation of your probation or parole. Are you on probation or parole? Fines, costs, and other financial obligations imposed by the court must be paid at the time of the sentencing. An appeal to circuit court may be taken within 21 days from the date of sentencing. If you are not a citizen of the United States, a conviction of a crime may result under the laws of the United States in deportation, exclusion from admission to the United States, or denial of naturalization. If you require special accommodations to use the court because of disabilities, please contact the court immediately to make arrangements. The court is equipped with an infrared assistive hearing system. If you require an interpreter to help you fully participate in court proceedings, please contact the court immediately to make arrangements. The court uses an over-the-phone service with interpreters in 140 languages available. If you have any questions about your rights, please ask the court when you are called to the podium. You will have to decide whether or not to have an attorney and how you wish to plead. Guilty, not guilty, stand mute, or no contest. If you plead guilty, the court will sentence you. Before sentencing, you will have an opportunity to explain to the court
any circumstances to lessen the penalty. If you plead not guilty, the clerk here in the courtroom will give you a notice to appear for a pretrial conference and a trial. You must appear in the courthouse for the pretrial. If the case is not resolved at the pretrial, you must appear for the trial. If you fail to appear at these events, a bench warrant will be issued for your arrest.